Hi, this is Sandra Alvarez of medievalist.net, and I'm here today at Victoria College at the University of Toronto for the conference entitled To Have and to Hold Marriage in Premodern Europe, 1200 to 1700. I'm speaking today with Professor Ann Crabb from James Madison University, and we're going to just have a couple of questions on her paper, Wifehood as a Profession, Margherita Datini, 1376 to 1410. So, Professor Crabb, I just wanted to start off by asking, who was Margherita Datini?
Okay, well, she is the wife of Francesco Datini, and he is quite well known as the merchant of Prato, and he started with humble origins and got rich. But the relevant thing here is that they had no children, and he left all his papers to a charitable institute, and there's 500 letters between Margherita and him, and several thousand letters that might mention her or are relevant. So it's a very good source to find out about late medieval or early Renaissance women, because there's not that many collections of letters by women from that period.
The other question I had is, what can we learn from her and these letters?
I think we can learn what a woman could do, even though Francesco is in charge. They're apart a lot of the time, and she becomes what I could call a deputy husband. And he was involved in many things, which included letter writing, account keeping, money lending, building, farming, and she does all of those things too. So she has a wide range of activities. And it's not too often. Again, the letter part is very important because there are not that many letters from women in this period, but there's also not that many detailed accounts of women doing so many things, and often quite mundane things like overseeing the farming, but still
very important. And lastly, in particular, what drew you to her case?
Well, there's quite a well-known book about her, but it's more about Francesco, called The Merchant of Prato. So I knew about that book. I'm interested in letters.
Right.
And my previous book was on Alessandro Strozzi, and that was her letters. So basically I go around looking for women's letters in an early period.
Okay.
Another thing that's at work here is that I worked on the Strozzi. There's a particular kind of merchant handwriting at this time, and they both use it, the Datini and the Strozzi, so I knew how to read the handwriting.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you very much.